Joe Benigno, young kid. Best gift Santa ever gave a Joe Benigno.
1969, the Jets played a playoff game at home against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
We lost the game 13-6. It was painful. I don't think we ever still recovered from this game. But with that said, I was a junior in high school. There was a kid who had season tickets for the Jets at that point. Couldn't go to the game. And he was selling the tickets. Remember, this game was not on television. This game was at Shea Stadium.
Right.
It was a Saturday game. They still were having the blackout back in 1969.
So stupid.
Ridiculous. But this game was not on local television. So I begging my mother. I said, Ma, you don't have to get me anything else for Christmas, right? I'm 16, whatever I am years old. You don't have to get me anything else for Christmas. You got to get me these tickets for the Jet game. And she did. And we went.
Wow.
And it was a brutally cold day. I was sitting in the end zone. I still see Otis Taylor coming at me on about a 70-yard pass play to set up what turned out to be the game-winning touchdown. Just so people know, okay, about this game. 13-6. Namath in the game was 14 for 40 for 164 yards. He threw 3 interceptions.
Oh, my
14
God.
for 40.
Oh, yeah. No, the win, it was brutal. This game was brutal.
We had a Drew Lock stat line.
This was like the beginning of what I've seen now for the last 56 years. So anyway, they're down 6-3. And by the way, this Chief defense is one of the great defenses of all time. They had 6 Hall of Famers on that defense. They went on to win the Super Bowl, all of that. The Jets have a 1st and goal on the 1-yard line, probably early fourth quarter. They're trailing 6-3, right? This is the kind of day it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a brutal, wind was brutal, all of that. And first play, Matt Snell gets stuffed. Second play, Emerson Boozer gets stuffed. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Namath tries I don't know what he was doing. I think he tried to roll out. I don't know what he was doing. And Buck Buchanan absolutely just annihilates him. They stop us. We had to kick a field goal 6-6. And then the Chiefs came right down the field. I mentioned about a 60, 70-yard pass play from Len Dawson to Otis Taylor, who should be in the Hall of Fame, by the way, Otis Taylor. And that set up the game-winning touchdown. I think it was right in front of me because I was in the end zone. It was Dawson, I believe it was Gloucester Richardson, caught the game-winning touchdown. So it's 13-6, and just to add insult to injury, and we saw this yesterday with Gibson as well, not that it would have mattered at the end when he fumbled the punt.
Right.
Okay? 13-6, about 50 seconds to go. The Jets are going to get pretty good field position. The Chiefs are punting. The Jets had this defensive back. His name was Mike Battle. He went to USC. Very highly regarded defensive back at Southern Cal back in, the O.J. Simpson days at Southern Cal, okay?
The glory days.
The glory day. John McKay, all of that. So here's the punt. Battle, fair catch. Going to get the ball around midfield. He fumbles. They recover.
God.
They recover. I go home, and I'll never forget. As we're going, my buddy and I are going back. Because we took the subway. We took the subway.
Train,
we took the bus from Jersey. I think it was a bus from Jersey at the time. And there was this drunk guy, right? He was wasted. This guy was so wasted, and he's kind of walking with us, right? And he's like, and the guy said, he goes, how'd we do? Because he didn't even know. He probably checked out in the second quarter. And I'll never forget this guy saying, we lost. And little did I know that this was going to, this is what it's been since. You know what I mean?
Jeez.
So so you asked me, that's the best present I ever got for
Right, but it was like it was the start of misery, Joe.
No, I
The best
understand.
present was the start of this Jet drought that continues here. Unbelievable, Joe.